Seed sowing, seed collecting and harvesting from your own garden is a really fun and exciting thing to do. Plus, the plants are for free. Alternatively, you can go on the RHS website and investigate the membership seed scheme. It's actually a membership benefit that's been running since 1905, and I'm really proud, along with my colleagues and a team of volunteers, to deliver brilliant seeds, and every packet that's packaged is done with love and dedication. When you're collecting seeds, the best time to do it is on a dry, sunny day, much like today. The process of drying it out and cleaning your seed will be much quicker. You can collect seed when it's wet, but the only problem with doing that is when you take your seed inside to dry it out, it's going to take longer to dry and there's more chance of the seed going mouldy. So when you're collecting seed, it's really important to collect seed at the point of dispersal. You're waiting for the seed pod to change colour, usually beige, brown, and watching it dry out. Sometimes the seed pod will split, but not necessarily, it depends on the plant. So here we're looking at an Agapanthus, and looking at these seed heads, I can see we have a seed pod here that's still green and immature, a seed pod here that's turned this lovely sort of yellow colour, and then the final stage that we're interested in harvesting is this almost translucent stage, and they've actually split. And this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the seed pod to split and reveal the seed. Most seeds that are viable will be hard. You can see the seed is in a sort of winged shape, and there should be a hard seed down one end. So this is the seed that we will sow, and when you put your nail on it, it does feel hard. Any seed that's light and a different colour, because this Agapanthus seed is a jet black colour, will be non-viable. We have Cosmos bipinnatus here, and I wanted to talk about it because it's where often people are mistakenly harvesting, thinking that the seed is ripe. So we have a spent flower which is now looking a bit untidy, and then we have one where the petals have dropped, but it's still not quite ripe. So the seed is quite spiky. The seed of a ripe Cosmos will actually show itself to you, and at that point we just tickle the seed out like that. That's when we know the seed is ripe for harvesting. So now that we've collected our seed, we're going to head back inside and do the next part of the process, which is cleaning the seed and how to store the seed correctly. So we've come inside now to the seed workroom, and we're looking at all the seed that's been recently collected over this season. As a general rule, the seed that we collect is dried in this way, as natural as possible, and we use this super absorbent paper, but newspaper would suffice for working at home. If a plant is a little bit moist, it may need turning and the paper changing on a regular basis, generally checking all the time so that there's no mould or mildew building up, because as soon as that happens, of course, our seed becomes unviable. Most of our seed dries naturally within 7 to 10 days, that's all it needs. And then you'll see when you lift this up and just give it a little gentle tap, all the seed just naturally falls out there. And that's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. The final really important stage is how we store it. We store our seed at a constant 10 degrees Celsius, with a few exceptions. So earlier we collected a fruit, and anything that's been a fruit, a berry, anything in the Apiaceae family, and there are a few families that just need to be stored a little bit cooler. But all we do, we have a household refrigerator here, and we have an airtight container. The seed that's clean will go bagged inside, labelled correctly so you can remember what it is, and as long as it doesn't get mixed up with your food, then you'll be okay. So when you're collecting seeds, sometimes things don't always go as well as you want them to be. The weather could be against you. Sometimes, you know, if you don't have male and female plants, then the seed doesn't actually ripen properly. It doesn't mature correctly without both those components together. So if you just had one plant, there might be seemingly lots of seed coming off of it, but actually the seed is flat, and that's because you need both male and female plants to make that seed a viable seed. Sometimes a plant will produce masses of seed and give you a really good year, and then in the next year it might need some rest period. So you may find that it hasn't produced as many seeds, and that's perfectly fine, that's perfectly normal. So I hope you found that interesting and inspiring and useful. So all that's left to say really is happy seed sowing.